So unless you've been living under a rock, I'm sure most of you will know that there's a Nether update coming out very soon, and it looks pretty good. Probably the first update that I've actually been fairly excited for in a long time. Today we're going to be sneaking onto the Nether Island before you can actually get on it and seeing what it looks like. Well, at least that's the plan. Anyway, before we do get into the video, if you do want to enjoy the video and you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so. By the time this video goes up, we might already be at 9.5k, which means we're getting so close to 10k, so you should subscribe. You should also leave a like on the video. It lets me know that you actually enjoy the video, and it also boosts the video in the algorithm. One last thing, the Discord server that's linked in the description, you should really join. Tomorrow we will be streaming and we will be giving away the Terminator, because we've come to the end of the Week to Terminator series. We're aiming to stream at about 8 PM GMT, so you should be there. If there's any further updates, then you should get in the Discord and I'll let you know in there. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the video. I hope you all do enjoy. So at the moment, we're on the alpha server and we're technically at the Spider's Den. We're going to head towards the Blazing Fortress and see if we can get on there and see if we can get a bit of an inside look into what it's actually going to be like. The first thing I noticed is obviously they've added some extra like monuments almost here leading up to the portal. And at the moment, if we try and go into the portal straight up, this is not going to let us in. I love how Hypixel is giving us some pretty accurate timescales. So if you actually come around to the side of the portal and literally just get your aspects to the end, make sure you've got a decent amount of mana and just sort of warp across. As long as you don't go too far. See, I went too far, but if you don't go too far, then you can actually get on the island. So if we just come back to the same place and we'll give it another go. Oh dear, this is not going to plan. Like I said, if you just warp across, you know, don't go too far. And there you go, you're across onto the island. Now if you go forward, it will kick you out, but here's where the clever bit comes in. It's not really that clever, it's quite obvious. If you now use Bad Lion, or Lunar I guess, or whatever client has a replay mod, if you just activate your replay mod, you can then literally go back into the replay and look around the Nether Island, which is pretty cool. So here we are, we're waiting for the Nether Island to open. Only joking, that would really take a long time. So I'm going to start my my Bad Lion replay mod. As you can see in the top left, it's doing its thing, and we'll leave it going for a few more seconds and we'll just stop it and we'll go into replay mod and have a look around. So here we are in replay mod, and to be honest, when you first go in it looks very similar. Obviously there was stairs off to the left and the right which are now not there. Although when you go a bit further forward there are pretty much very similar stairs to what there were before, leading up to some sort of alchemist room. To be fair, it does look pretty cool, but I don't really know what it'll be used for. I guess brewing potions, that would be my best guess. And then this leads through into some sort of little, I don't know, sitting area and a balcony overlooking quite a substantial nether wart farm. Although not really much to write home about, there might be something else to this room, but it just looks like a massive farm to me. And there's more stairs. But instead of going up the stairs, if we turn right, this is where it sort of cuts off. I can't really render anything further past this point, which is a little bit annoying because I feel like there's way more that I can't actually see. But nevertheless, there's this other sort of room that I don't even, it looks almost like a, I don't really know what it looks like. I mean, this was actually the main room as well, like, yikes. But instead of going up the stairs, if we turn right and we go through past the entrance from spawn and we keep going, we come to this room here which looks like some sort of boss room almost. I mean, it looks like there's something led up to being in the middle. Unfortunately though, there's not really anything else I can see past this point, which is quite annoying. It only renders this far, so I feel like there's a lot more that I'm probably going to miss. Nevertheless, if we go back to them initial stairs and we go up them, it's time to see what lies past here. Just the void. I don't know, it becomes a bit of a maze. There's stairs that go down that look like they lead into this room, which there's nothing really in, and obviously the rendering issue doesn't help. By the way, I have tried turning my render distance all the way up even when I was in game to render more of it, and it just doesn't seem to work. Nevertheless, let's see what's up this staircase, who knows. Okay, so it looks like it leads into some other area where you could possibly mine netherrack by the looks of it. I mean, it looks like it's something you could probably mine. There's not really that much else in the room. Obviously it looks like there may be also something in the centre, maybe like an NPC, I don't really know. So all the way on the top floor there seems to be this other room that is slightly different to the rest that I haven't seen. This also, to be fair, looks similar to the other room we've just been to where I said you could possibly mine netherrack. To be honest, from what I can see, it all looks very similar. Like, all the rooms look very similar. But obviously there's a lot that I'm missing, which is, like I said, just a little bit frustrating. So I've just gone to another replay that I've recorded, and this seems to have rendered a little bit more. So off to the side here I can see this little like house which is offset from the rest of it. Unless it's just an extension of the main fortress that comes all the way around, but it looks like it's an extension of some sort. Once again, it does really cut off at the crucial point, but yeah, there's not really much to write home about. There's not really much I can say about this. It almost looks like some sort of arena where you could sit up here and watch, or something along those lines, but I couldn't be too sure. It also looks like there's a sort of path leading up into the actual fortress itself from the house, or maybe just into the mountain. It looks like it does actually lead into the fortress, so that's quite cool. And as you can see here, very similar to before, right through the entrance, right outside, and how there was lots of like magmas out here and everything like that. It looks like it could be a similar sort of thing, but you know, we don't really know, to be honest. Who knows? So I've just had a look through the rest of the fortress to see if there's anything that I've missed that I hadn't gone over before I looked at this other recording. And there's not really much more to write home about, to be honest. What I would say is it does look very, very cool. It's a very nice design, and it looks like a massive upgrade from the old Nether. I mean, you can see why it's taken so long for it to get anywhere near to coming out. Obviously, this may not even be the finished version, but just how far I actually have to go back to get it all in shot really does paint the picture. Now, I know this video hasn't really given you any insight to any new content or what actually is going to happen with the new Nether update, like what items it's going to add. It is more literally just of looking around the cosmetics and speculating what could happen in each room. Nevertheless, I feel like there is probably already quite a few videos out there that go over what new content is coming, and I feel like it'd be a bit of a wasted video. Hopefully you found it interesting to have a look around what's actually, well, partially inside the new Nether fortress, and to be honest, I'm quite impressed by it. Anyway, this is going to be the end of the video. I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you do leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.